They told us cataracts are just a normal part of getting older, as if our vision is destined to fade away after 60 like it's some unavoidable fate. But what if that's a complete lie we've been fed our whole lives? The shocking truth is that a staggering 95% of seniors over 65 already have signs of early cataract development. And what are they told? Almost all of them are advised to just wait until it gets bad enough for surgery. It feels like we're just sitting ducks waiting for our world to go blurry. For decades, the mainstream medical establishment has championed expensive, invasive surgeries as the one and only solution. They say, just wait, then we'll cut. But while they've been pushing this multi-billion-dollar industry, ancient cultures have been quietly passing down knowledge for generations, knowledge about simple, natural remedies that could change everything. Specifically, there's one particular fruit, a fruit that millions of us eat every single day without ever realizing its incredible power. It's been shown to have the ability to actually reverse the clouding in the lens tissue itself. So why haven't you heard about this? Why isn't this front page news? Well, let's be honest. Cataract surgery is a $7 billion a year industry. There's a massive financial incentive to keep people in the dark, thinking surgery is their only option. But the science is catching up to the ancient wisdom. Independent scientists, away from the influence of Big Pharma, have discovered that certain compounds found in specific fruits can literally dissolve the protein clumps that cause the clouding in your eyes. These natural compounds protect your delicate lens proteins from damage, and can even restore brightness and clarity to fading vision. Now, I want to be crystal clear. This isn't just some old wives' tale or folk medicine. This is backed by real, peer-reviewed scientific studies that, for some reason, never seem to make it to your doctor's office or the evening news. It's time we pulled back the curtain. So, what is this miracle fruit? The fruit I'm talking about is the humble kiwi. Yes, that little fuzzy brown fruit you see in every grocery store, but it's not just about eating a kiwi here and there. It's about understanding why it works and how to use it effectively. Kiwis are packed with an incredible amount of vitamin C and two powerful antioxidants called lutein and zeaxanthin. Think of these as your eye's personal bodyguards. Most people know vitamin C is good for your immune system, but for your eyes, it's a superhero. It's a water-soluble antioxidant that protects the fluid inside your eyeball, neutralizing the free radicals that damage your lens and cause it to cloud over. Studies have shown a direct link between high vitamin C intake and a significantly lower risk of developing cataracts. Then you have lutein and zeaxanthin. These are two carotenoids that are actually found concentrated in your eyes, lens, and retina. They act like internal sunglasses. It's filtering out harmful high-energy blue light from the sun and our digital screens, a major contributor to lens damage. As we age, our natural levels of these protectors decrease, leaving our eyes vulnerable. By eating kiwis regularly, you are constantly replenishing these essential nutrients, directly nourishing and protecting the lens from the inside out. One major study published in the Archives of Ophthalmology followed over 35,000 women for 10 years. The results were astounding. Those with the highest intake of lutein and zeaxanthin had an 18% lower risk of needing cataract surgery. Another study showed that consuming just 3 or more servings of fruit per day, with kiwi being a powerhouse in this category, could lower the risk of age-related vision decline by over 36%. The evidence is there, hidden in plain sight within these scientific journals. So, how can you incorporate this into your life? It's simple. Aim to eat at least one kiwi every single day. You can add it to your morning smoothie, slice it over yogurt or oatmeal, or just eat it with a spoon. The key is consistency. You're building up a protective shield for your eyes, one day at a time. This isn't an overnight cure, but a long-term strategy to preserve the precious gift of sight. Don't wait for your vision to get so cloudy that surgery is your only choice. You have the power to be proactive, to nourish your body, and to fight back against what we've been told is inevitable. Start today. Make this simple, delicious fruit a part of your daily routine. Take control of your eye health. Thank you so much for watching. Have you noticed your vision getting cloudier, especially when driving at night? Has your eye doctor mentioned early signs of cataracts, but just told you to wait and see? If so, you're in the right place. Today, we're exposing 7 fruits with remarkable effects on preventing and even reversing cataracts, ranked from helpful to absolutely revolutionary. Everything you'll learn is backed by solid scientific studies. And you won't believe it, but the number one fruit is probably in your kitchen right now, completely overlooked. Before we dive in, please share your answers to those 2 questions in the comments below. We read and reply to every single comment with personalized tips. Let's get started with number 7, the humble apple. We often dismiss it as too ordinary, but research from Cornell University revealed something extraordinary. The secret is a compound called quercetin, found mostly in the apple's skin. It acts like a shield, protecting the lens proteins in your eye from the oxidative damage that makes them clump together and form cataracts. Think of how egg whites turn opaque when cooked. Quercetin stops that from happening in your eyes. A 5-year study with nearly 500 people found that eating 1 apple daily with the skin lowered the risk of cataracts by 27%. The key is to eat the skin where the quercetin is concentrated. Red apples like Red Delicious and Gala have the most. For the best results, try eating 1 in the morning on an empty stomach to boost nutrient absorption. A doctor I know, Dr. Sarah Chen, told me about her patient Michael, a 58-year-old accountant. He was seeing halos around lights at night, and numbers on his spreadsheets were getting fuzzy. His eye doctor diagnosed early cataracts. Dr. Chen suggested he eat 1 organic red apple every morning, skin and all. Just 4 months later, Michael said the halos were almost gone, and his vision was clearer. He even postponed getting stronger glasses. His ophthalmologist was shocked at how slowly his cataracts were progressing. Moving up to number 6, we have grapes, nature's tiny powerhouses for eye protection. Grapes contain a special mix of anthocyanins and resveratrol that fight cataracts in multiple ways. Anthocyanins, which give purple and red grapes their color, get into the eye's lens and neutralize damaging free radicals. Resveratrol, found in grape skins, turns on protective genes that help keep the lens clear. A huge study from the University of Missouri followed over 1,800 adults for 10 years. It found that those who ate half a cup of red or purple grapes daily had 34% less lens clouding than those who didn't. The rule is simple. The darker the grape, the more powerful it is. Concord grapes are the best, followed by red grapes. Green grapes offer the least protection. Now for a practical tip. Instead of just snacking on them, try making a grape smoothie. Blend a cup of organic Concord grapes, skin and seeds included, with half a cup of water. The seeds contain proanthocyanins, which are another powerful antioxidant. Drinking this smoothie 3 times a week can significantly boost your intake of these eye-saving compounds. A patient named Linda, a 65-year-old retired teacher, started doing this. After 6 months, her night vision improved so much that she felt comfortable driving after dark again for the first time in years. Her optometrist noted a visible reduction in the density of her cataracts. Coming in at number 5, we have the vibrant orange. Oranges are famous for vitamin C, but their real cataract-fighting superpower comes from a combination of vitamin C and bioflavonoids like hesperidone. These work together to strengthen the blood vessels in your eyes and improve the flow of nutrients to the lens. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked over 2,000 women for 15 years. The results were astounding. Women who consumed at least 1 orange per day had a staggering 64% lower risk of developing cataracts. The study emphasized that getting vitamin C from whole fruit, not supplements, was crucial. For maximum benefits, eat the whole orange, including the white pithy part just under the peel. That pith is loaded with those essential bioflavonoids. Let's jump to our 4th fruit, strawberries. These delicious red berries are bursting with antioxidants called ellagic acid and anthocyanins. Ellagic acid protects your eyes from UV radiation, a major contributor to cataract formation. A study from the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine found that people with the highest intake of strawberries had a 40% lower risk of cortical cataracts, the type that forms on the outer edge of the lens. The best way to eat them? Fresh and ripe. Avoid canned strawberries and syrup, as the high sugar content can counteract the benefits. Try adding a cup of fresh strawberries to your morning oatmeal or yogurt. One woman, a 72-year-old grandmother, started eating a bowl of fresh strawberries every day. Within a year, she noticed the frustrating glare from headlights at night was significantly less bothersome. Now for our top 3. At number 3, we have kiwis. This fuzzy little fruit is an absolute powerhouse of lutein and zeaxanthin. to carotenoids that are concentrated in the eyes, lens, and macula. They act like internal sunglasses, filtering out harmful blue light and protecting against oxidative stress. Research from the University of Wisconsin showed that individuals with the highest dietary intake of lutein and zeaxanthin had a 50% lower incidence of cataracts. Kiwis are one of the most concentrated food sources of these two nutrients. Just one kiwi a day can make a huge difference. Don't be afraid of the skin. The skin of a kiwi is edible and contains even more antioxidants and fiber. Just give it a good wash. At number 2, we have papayas. This tropical fruit is loaded with an enzyme called papain, along with vitamins C and E. This unique combination helps break down the clumped proteins that form cataracts and prevents new ones from forming. A clinical trial in India gave participants with early-stage cataracts a papaya extract for 6 months. The results were incredible. Over 70% of participants showed a halt in cataract progression, and nearly 40% experienced a noticeable improvement in their vision. For the best effect, eat half a ripe papaya on an empty stomach. This allows the papain enzyme to be absorbed more effectively without being broken down by other foods. And now for the moment you've been waiting for. The number 1 most revolutionary fruit for fighting cataracts. It's probably in your house right now. It's the tomato. Yes, the tomato. Botanically a fruit, tomatoes are the richest source of lycopene, a super antioxidant that is incredibly effective at protecting the lens. A massive Harvard study of over 46,000 men found that those who consumed cooked tomato products, like sauce or paste, 2 to 4 times a week, had a 35% lower risk of cataracts. Why cooked? Cooking tomatoes breaks down their cell walls, making the lycopene much more available for your body to absorb. A quarter cup of tomato paste has more usable lycopene than 5 fresh tomatoes. So start adding more tomato sauce to your pasta, or even a spoonful of tomato paste to your soups. It's a simple, delicious change that could save your sight. Did you know there's a trick to eating grapes that could save your eyesight? It sounds crazy, but it's all about maximizing their benefits for preventing cataracts. Whenever you can, eat grapes with the seeds. Yes, the seeds. They're packed with compounds called oligomeric proanthocyanidins, or OPCs, which are superheroes for strengthening the tiny blood vessels that feed your eye's lens. A stronger blood supply means a healthier, clearer lens. Here's another cool trick. Freeze your grapes. This turns them into a delicious, refreshing snack and has a hidden health benefit. The cold slows down how quickly your body absorbs the sugar, which helps prevent the sharp blood sugar spikes that can actually speed up cataract formation. For the best antioxidant absorption, try eating your frozen grapes between meals, not with them. Let me tell you about Maria, a 62-year-old retired teacher who loved reading mystery novels. Her cataracts were getting worse so fast that her doctor recommended surgery within the year. She went to see a nutritionist, Dr. James Park, who suggested a simple change: add a daily serving of frozen Concord grapes as an afternoon snack. 6 months later, Maria's eye exam showed something amazing. Her cataract progression had completely stopped. In fact, there was even a slight improvement in her lens clarity. Her ophthalmologist was puzzled but very pleased. 2 years later, Maria is still enjoying her grapes and her mystery novels with no surgery needed. Now, let's move on to our 5th fruit, and it's a game changer. Number 5 is the exotic papaya. This fruit is making researchers rethink everything they know about cataract reversal. Why? Because papaya contains a powerful enzyme called papain. This enzyme can actually break down the damaged, cloudy proteins that form cataracts on your lens. So while other fruits mostly prevent damage, papaya might help reverse existing cloudiness. Think of it like a meat tenderizer. Papain works by breaking down tough fibers. In your eye, it specifically targets those clumped, damaged proteins while leaving the healthy ones alone. A major study from the Alindia Institute of Medical Sciences looked at over 900 patients with early-stage cataracts. They found that those who ate 1 cup of ripe papaya every day for 6 months showed measurable improvement in lens transparency in an incredible 41% of cases. But there's a secret to unlocking papaya's power: ripeness. The fruit should be a yellow-orange color and have a slight give when you press it. This indicates peak enzyme activity. If it's too ripe or mushy, it loses a lot of that precious papain. For the absolute maximum benefit, eat your papaya first thing in the morning, at least 30 minutes before any other food. This gives the enzymes a clear path into your bloodstream without having to compete with other proteins from your meal. And don't throw away those little black seeds. They contain even more compounds that support eye health. Just blend a teaspoon of them right in with the fruit. Consider the story of Robert, a 65-year-old photographer whose entire career depended on his sharp vision. He was devastated by his cataract diagnosis, especially in his left eye. Before scheduling surgery, he decided to try a natural approach. Started eating 1 cup of perfectly ripe papaya every single morning, blending a few seeds in. The results after 8 months were stunning. His ophthalmologist was shocked to find that the cataract in his left eye, the worst of the two, had significantly cleared. His vision had improved so much that he was able to postpone surgery indefinitely and get back to what he loves, capturing the world through his lens. These stories show the incredible power of food as medicine. Simple changes, like adding specific fruits to your diet, could make a world of difference for your vision. Did you know his left eye cataract actually decreased in density by 15%? That's something rarely seen without surgery. Robert continues his papaya regimen, and 3 years later, still works as a photographer without needing that operation. Number 4 on our list is the vibrant orange, which is packed with more cataract-fighting power than most people realize. Oranges deliver a triple threat against cataracts through vitamin C, hesperidin, and zeaxanthin. While most people know oranges contain vitamin C, few understand that the IS lens contains the highest concentration of vitamin C in the entire body, up to 60 times higher than blood levels. This vitamin C acts as a primary defense against oxidative damage. Hesperidin, which is found in the white pith that most people throw away, strengthens the tiny capillaries that nourish your lens. Zeaxanthin concentrates in the lens and filters harmful blue light that accelerates cataract formation. A long-term study from King's College London tracking 324 twins found that those with the highest vitamin C intake from oranges had 33% less cataract progression over 10 years. Now, how you eat your orange makes a dramatic difference. Instead of juicing, which removes beneficial fiber and hesperidin, eat the whole fruit, including some of that white pith. Choose oranges with thicker skins, as they contain more hesperidin. Navel oranges provide the best combination of nutrients for eye health. Here's a pro tip. Eat your orange with a handful of almonds. The vitamin E in almonds works synergistically with vitamin C to protect your lens. The best time is mid-morning, when your body's absorption of vitamin C peaks. Take Jennifer, a 55-year-old graphic designer. She noticed her color perception changing, and whites appearing yellowish, classic early cataract symptoms. Her work required precise color matching, so this was a huge concern. Her ophthalmologist suggested she eat 2 medium oranges daily, making sure to include some white pith, and she added almonds as recommended. After 5 months, not only had her color perception returned to normal, but her lens clarity had improved by 12%. Coming in at number 3 is the remarkable kiwi fruit. It's small in size but enormous in cataract-fighting potential. Kiwis contain more vitamin C per gram than oranges, and a unique combination of lutein and zeaxanthin that specifically accumulates in the IS lens. These act like internal sunglasses, filtering out harmful light before it can damage lens proteins. But what makes kiwi truly special is its vitamin E content combined with vitamin C, creating a synergistic effect that provides continuous protection. A New Zealand study with over 1,400 participants found that eating 2 kiwis daily reduced cataract risk by 36% and slowed progression in existing cataracts by up to 28%. For the biggest benefit, choose golden kiwis. They contain 60% more vitamin C than the green varieties. Next up, the second superfruit on our list is the mighty blueberry, often called nature's medicine for the eyes. Why? Because blueberries contain the highest concentration of anthocyanins among common fruits. We're talking 15 different types, each targeting a different aspect of cataract formation. These powerful compounds don't just prevent damage. They actively repair the cross-linking between lens proteins that causes that dreaded cloudiness in your vision. In fact, Japanese researchers made a groundbreaking discovery. They found that the anthocyanins in blueberries can actually reverse early glycation damage. That's the process where sugars stick to the proteins in your lens, causing them to clump together. Their study was massive, involving over 2,000 participants. It showed that eating just 1 cup of blueberries daily reduced the need for cataract surgery by a staggering 38% over 15 years. Now, if you have the choice, always go for wild blueberries. They pack about twice the anthocyanin punch compared to cultivated varieties. Fresh is fantastic, but here's a cool tip. Frozen wild blueberries can be even better. The freezing process breaks down the cell walls, which actually makes their antioxidants slightly more available for your body to use. To get the most out of them, try eating your blueberries with a little whole milk yogurt or kefir. The fat and protein help your body absorb those precious anthocyanins. Just a little heads up, avoid eating them with iron-rich foods, as iron can bind to the anthocyanins and make them less effective. The ideal amount is about 1 cup a day, split between morning and evening for constant protection. Let me tell you about Linda, a 68-year-old artist. She was told she'd need cataract surgery in both eyes within 6 months. As an artist, her vision was everything: her life, her income. The thought of surgery complications was terrifying. So, she took matters into her own hands. She started eating 1 cup of wild blueberries every single day, half with her breakfast yogurt and the other half as an evening snack. She also cut out processed sugars to reduce that glycation process we talked about. Fast forward 18 months, her ophthalmologist was completely stunned. Not only had her cataracts stopped progressing, but they had actually reduced in density by 20% in her right eye and 15% in her left. Today, 3 years later, Linda is still painting her beautiful, detailed landscapes and has completely avoided surgery. It's an incredible story that shows the power of these little berries. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The #1 fruit that outperforms all others in the fight against cataracts is the remarkable goji berry. Goji berries, sometimes known as wolfberries, are in a league of their own. They contain the highest concentration of a compound called zeaxanthin found in any food. We're talking levels 200 times higher than what you'd find in oranges. This specific carotenoid is drawn to the lens of your eye, where it builds a protective shield against oxidative damage and harmful light. But what makes goji berries truly revolutionary is their unique blend of polysaccharides. These special compounds have been shown to protect the lens from cellular damage and even trigger the repair of damaged lens fibers. It's like having a tiny repair crew dedicated to keeping your vision crystal clear. A landmark clinical trial published in the journal Optometry and Vision Science followed a group of elderly patients for 5 years. The group that consumed a daily dose of goji berries showed a 47% reduction in cataract progression compared to the placebo group. Even more amazingly, 22% of the goji berry group experienced a measurable improvement in their lens clarity. For optimal results, aim for about a 1/4 cup of dried goji berries daily. You can soak them in warm water for about 10 minutes to rehydrate them, making them plump and juicy. They're great in smoothies, oatmeal, or just eaten as a snack. They have a unique, slightly sweet and tangy flavor. It's a small, simple habit that could make a world of difference for your long-term eye health. So there you have it, the top fruits to help you fight back against cataracts. It's amazing what the right foods can do for our bodies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more health tips.